Something's missing here. Oh yeah. It's this. It's a belt molding. What is up, guys? Daniel here, bringing you another video today. And as you've seen in the little intro clip, the belt molding of the Mach 1 is broke. Let me explain that, and then I'll get to what the video is actually about today. I finally got the passenger side window to work. You may or may not know that it didn't. So if you didn't know, it didn't work, and now it does. So anyway, somehow it came off the track in the front, and the window kind of fell forward. And when the window got rolled up, which it was like a week later after we got the window to work. But anyway, after we went to roll the window up, it kind of grabbed the belt molding, and it kind of turned it into a freaking triangle, and it ripped the little thing on the end that actually has a hole in it where there's a rivet that goes through. So yeah, I got to order a new belt molding, but American Muscle sells them as a two-piece kit for each door, so probably just going to replace both. Now, on to what the video is actually about today, and that is the initial future plans for the Mach 1. You all know I drive this car almost every day. Love it. It does need some general maintenance as of right now. The brakes are almost ready to be changed. And when we do that, we're going to do rotors and everything. It's got 158,884.6 miles, 7 miles right now. You know, it's got factory coil packs in it. I noticed just the other day, just the slightest bit of a misfire, maybe, like when I was going through a red light, you know, at like 45. It was in high gear at like 1,000 RPM, and it just kind of bucked just a little bit. So I'm going to think that, you know, we changed the plugs in it, and so I'm going to go ahead and do the coil packs. That needs to be done. It needs new shocks and struts all the way around, because they're just, I mean, it's 158,885.3 now, you know, I'm driving, so it's going up every freaking minute. The miles are going up. So, you know, the shocks and struts need to be replaced, and so, you know, general maintenance, you know, that's key. But we do have to plan to, you know, to build this car, you know, if that's what we decide to do. So I'm actually having to stop. There's a horse and buggy in front of me, which is no strange thing where I live. I don't know. It's almost. I don't understand it. I wish I had the time to just get on a horse and buggy and ride around. That would be cool. But I don't. I'm actually on my way to work, and I'm late, or going to be. So that's always good. See if I can go around it without spooking the horse with my exhaust. Okay, so anyway, so, you know, I want to build this car. I think I decided, I mean, I'll obviously need a daily driver, which I want to keep this car where it's streetable, you know, daily drivable if I have to. But it'll probably be to the point where the gas mileage will be so bad that you really don't want, which I know as a car guy, it's miles per gallon, bro, you know, but yeah, it's whatever. I just think that I really want to boost this car, and I want to make it very good on the track, just because it's an automatic already, you know, and I don't want to have to build an automatic car. If I build a car from the ground up, it'll probably be a 5-speed, so just something I can toy with. And if I build a car from the ground up, I won't, you know, if this one gets done the way I want to do it, you know, it'll be, you know, it'll just be a cruiser anyway. So, future plans for the Mach 1. As of right now, I have decided to start building another engine for this car, because I still want to drive this one. Yeah, I still want to drive the car while I'm working on the engine. So, and this one runs fine right now. You know, it's just got a lot of miles. So, really, not only would I be pushing it because it has stock internals, I'm pushing it because it's high miles stock internals. So, we're going to start building another engine for the car. Actually, going to try to find another engine block. I have an iron block 4.6. It's just a short block that is chilling in the garage at home. But as you all know, the Mach 1s came with aluminum blocks. So, you know, I want another aluminum block just because I'm trying to keep as much weight off the front of the car as possible. We're going to build the engine for boost. I'm looking to be able to handle probably, I'm hoping to be able to handle probably about 800 horsepower. And then, you know, to the wheels, you know, 650 to 7 would be my initial thing, you know. But to be honest, if I reach 500, I'll be happy, and it'll be a monster on the track compared to any other new age car that's there most of the time. So, for boost plans, I think we're going to go with an Eaton blower swap off of the 0304 Terminator Cobra. I just really like the idea of that, you know, keep it kind of, because this is the same heads, you know, and stuff with this motor. So, definitely, you know, wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's a costly swap. You've got to spend money, a pretty good bit of it actually, to do it. But, you know, that's the thing. We're just building the motor and building that motor for boost. And then, once this is done, once the motor's done and we put the new motor in, I will take this motor that's actually in the car, the factory motor, rebuild it for boost. So I'll have a spare all the time, you know. So I'm trying to think ahead and, you know, have stuff planned out, kind of. That way, if something was to happen to the other motor, you know, we'd have another one to put in. So let's see. For the interior of the car, I want to get new seats. I do like the Mach 1 seats, don't get me wrong. But my times, like if I go race at our local track, they don't really have a safety check. You know, they not too worried about it. You know, when you go in, you sign a waiver. You know, and you're like, you know, if I die, it's on me. You know, not on the track. So, you know, but if I go race at other places, you know, if I was to make 500-600 horsepower and get my times down low enough, there may come a point where the car might have to have at least a 6-point cage and like a harness bar and stuff like that. So we're going to get some racing style seats that we can run harnesses through. And I will be keeping the Mach 1 seats. I actually may pay to have them, the upholstery redone. And my plan is after that I will wrap them in some plastic and put them in a box, you know, in 2 separate boxes, and put them up just so I can, you know, have them in case I ever want to put this thing back to stock. I'll be able to. So, and then we want to do, I'm going to go ahead and get adjustable shocks and stuff for this car, and I actually may end up getting some different springs, but I might not at the time, because I'm not worried about lowering the car. Since I'm going to do a drag setup anyway, we're going to SVE from LMR has a really nice wheel setup that I really want to go with. It's 15 by 10s in the back and 17 by 4.5s in the front, so it's fats and skinnies. But you know, we'll fill that gap up with sidewall of a really nice drag radial, so we can still drive it on the street, but we'll have more sidewall for more give, so hopefully I don't break as many axles. Let's see, for the rear end, still going to do the 14 gears. You know, still waiting. I'm gonna, if it doesn't happen soon, I'm gonna end up having to just get them from Ford Racing themselves. They're actually more expensive that way, but you know, I'm gonna have to have them. So, well, I mean, I don't have to have them, but I really want them. So, you know, might as well get them. But yeah, there's just a lot of it's just a lot of money and a lot of time. I did find a block that had been honed and everything's been checked out, and it looks really good. That was on eBay for $400 and some change, and it had free shipping on it. So hopefully that sticks around for a little while, because I really don't have the extra $400 to spend on that right now, but I would love to go ahead and get that motor on a stand and start buying pistons and rods and a forged crankshaft, you know, everything we're going to need. And then there again, you know, the wheels from SVT. The tires, I actually know a guy that can get me a really, really good deal on the radials and the skinnies for the front. So I'm going to do that. He actually works for the local parts store, and he has a really good discount with some of the racing companies, because he's a very, very big time drag racer. So that's what the plan is on that. So probably the next thing you'll see with the Mach 1 is replacing the belt molding over there, because I'm hoping to order that tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be here by like Monday or Tuesday of next week. And then probably the very next thing you see will be probably doing brakes, because it really, really needs to be done. But yeah, I think that's all for this one. I just wanted to kind of update you guys on what's going on, keep you up to date with the Mach 1 and everything. You know, that's going to be a long, drawn out process. You know, I'm not thinking about, I probably won't have this car boosted until, you know, I'm still making payments on it. You know, I haven't had it very long. You know, it'll probably be a couple years before everything's done and ready to go, because, you know, not only when we go to boost it and stuff, I'm going to buy new camshafts for the motor and get those dialed in where they're supposed to be, as well as a new torque converter, so we'll have, you know, a better stall to leave on at the track. So, you know, there's a lot more little stuff that I'm going to have to buy as well. So, and to do the Terminator swap, it's a 65-piece parts list, including the blower. So there's a lot of little bitty stuff that you have to have, you know, fuel system and all that stuff. So, and that's another thing with the fuel system. You know, I can do that. I can change the fuel pumps, and then, you know, keep everything stock. You know, because we'll have to have bigger injectors, which I'm planning on 47s. But you know, I can leave the stock injectors in it with a bigger fuel pump, and just, you know, it'll be fine. So, you know, it's going to take a while, but, you know, we'll get there eventually, and I will, you know, you'll be following along every step of the way. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment if you have any suggestions or ideas for the Mach 1. I'm always open to ideas. We have, you know, the Instagram page. Make sure you're sending your Mustang photos into that. It's @BecauseMustang, all one word. You know, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm trying my very best to do at least one video a week. Sometimes I fail at that, and that's because life gets in the way, and I apologize. So if you're a first time, you know, viewer, you know, go ahead and subscribe. We do a lot of work to the Mach 1, and there are very, very few Mach 1 builds on YouTube. I've looked because I like to watch people doing stuff so I can get good ideas, and they're very few and far between. So, you know, that's the plan, is to do a 100% build series on this car. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day.